Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hey, happy Wednesday. It's Wealthy Wednesday because we like alliteration. Sorry I missed you last week. I was a little bit down and out with, we'll call it the Floridian flu. I don't know what the technical term of it, but when it goes from 85 degrees to 45 degrees back to 85 degrees, man, it just messes me up. So I've got my cough drops here, and we're figuring it out and we're back at it. So I want to just share some different tips for our Wealthy Wednesday. And if you guys are watching this, thanks for watching it. Let me know what medium you're seeing this on. Are you on YouTube? Are you on X? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Facebook? Let me know because we've got StreamYard here and it does multiple streams. So drop a comment and I can see all of your comments. A couple weeks ago, we talked about taking a look backwards 90 days and going, is it mission critical? Do I need this expense? Is it mission useful? Do I want this expense? Is it not useful and I don't want it anymore? Or what is this? And I'm curious if you did that exercise, were you able to find any hidden money that you can stop spending money for and cross it off your list? I'd love to hear any feedback from that. And that's just taking a look 90 days back and categorizing them A, B, C, D, or different highlighters. For this one, I wanted to share there's looking forward to investments and get this off of there. Beautiful. Test, test. Are we still here? Hello, hello. Can you still hear me? Doggone it. Now I don't know if my settings are working because it just messed up my audio. Test, test. Hey, we're still here. We're good to go. Okay, so with that, two questions we're going to ask when an investment is brought to us. Not two, a few. How much money do you need in? How much money are you pulling out? How much money will I get back and by when? So how much money in, how much money out, and by when? That's the line of questions we ask about. If you think about this with if you're borrowing money, if you're doing a CD, if the banks, when they give you a loan, 15 years, 30 years, what does that look like? If you're flipping a house, you want to flip it in 90 days, you want to flip it in 6 months, if you're holding on to it, and how much money in, 100 grand, how much money out, 300 cash flow a month. All right. So how do I get it back every month over time? So we're already asking it, but as you look at these investments, sometimes we go into with an emotional stake and take the emotions out of it and just say how much money in, how much money out, by when, right? And that's going to be there. Now, very few, not very few, but a good chunk of our investment opportunities have a risk associated with it. I say a good chunk. Some things are fixed, some things are CDs, and the lower the risk, then usually the lower the profit. So now there's three different measurements that we look at as you consider what do you want to do for your investments. So the first one you're going to look at is how much profit can I get from this endeavor, right? And if we were to just mark this from 1 to 10, you're going to say how much profit, and then you're going to say what is my risk or my exposure or my vulnerability, and that could be towards this actually happening. That could be towards liability attached to it. So you're looking at what's my profit, what's my risk, and then here's one that we all consider, but I'm not sure we consider it as much when we look at the actual thing in front of us. How much noise or how much work does this involve? So let's give an example of an investment property, and you go long term, and long term investment property might give you profit right here. It's pretty safe, so that your risk is going to be really low with it. And the noise, well, if you have a property manager, it's going to be pretty low noise, but that also might take away some of that profit. If you're your own property manager, then you've got a lot of noise, and by doing that, you increased by what, 10% you're paying a property manager. So we look at this. I've talked to a lot of investors, and the reason they don't want to be uh, a landlord is they're going, I don't want that call in the middle of the night. And what they're saying is, I don't want the noise associated with being a landlord. Well, I don't want the risk if they don't pay their rent, and now I've got to go through eviction because if they don't pay, I'm the one who still has to pay, and I'm exposed with some risk. And the profit that I'm going to get by taking on this risk and this noise, they're going, I can take that profit and make it somewhere else. Other people don't mind that noise. They don't mind the risk, and they're going to try to maximize that profit with, could you yield 8, 10, 12, 15%? versus something a little more conservative that has less risk, less noise, usually less profit. So let's take this to another extreme. Hey, let's be a warlord, right? And let's go out there and sell some things in the black market and be an FBI's most wanted. This is live. This is just an example. Let's not do that. Please don't do that. Please be law-abiding citizens. But with that, there's probably massive profit with it, and there's massive risk, and there's massive noise. So when you're looking at a potential investment opportunity for yourself, you're going to ask yourself three questions: how much money in, how much money out, by when? That tells you your profit. And then say, with this profit, what kind of risk am I taking on? What kind of noise or work or effort, or are you staying up at night? Are you associating with? And that's where I was going to help you balance out, do I want to take this on? Um, that will also work with job opportunities. I was talking to someone who had a job offer, and the job offer was a substantial increase in pay, but he lost a little bit of his pension, he lost a little bit of his security, he lost the flexibility of his schedule, so it associated with some more risk and some more noise. So is the profit worth the risk and the noise? So we do this all the time when you make decisions around life. So if you have anything going on and you want to run it by, or you want to say, take a look at this property, or take a look at this investment, and what do you think? Just I would love to be an extra eyes and ears for you. That way I can help you associate what's expected profit, what's associated risk, and what kind of noise will be attached to this. We've got two investment properties. One's a long term, one's a short term. Short term creates more profit, but it also involves me constantly communicating with clients. It involves my wife constantly upgrading and fixing broken coffee pots and Tide Pods and everything else. So there's more noise associated with it, and we do that for the more profit. So to each their own. I hope it helps, and if it did, let me know it helped. I'd love to be a resource for you and help you build wealth in real estate. Happy Wealthy Wednesday, guys. We'll talk to you later on. Take care.